Hi everyone, how are you today? It is Jane Austen After Dark, and I am so excited. I absolutely love the author Jane Austen, and I'm sure that if you're watching, you know who Jane Austen is. If you don't, you have to look up one of her novels. She has 6 great novels that she wrote, and they turned them into movies. Some of the movies were placed on BBC. Some of them are a little bit more modern, even though I enjoy more of the older Jane Austen movies. I really get into those. Pride and Prejudice is one of my favorite ones, and Sense and Sensibility. Those 2 movies, I've watched some of the other ones, but those are my favorite movies. She was a novelist. She was born in the 1700s. She died in the 1800s. And she was just very famous for writing her books. She was from England and just a very famous lady. I think she has some, if I'm not mistaken, she had kind of royalty in her family or nobles or something, you know, very well known people in her family. But this lady is just totally talented in her writing. And me as an author, I just really admire her. Another favorite author of mine is Beatrix Potter, like a lot of you already know. But that's more of a children's author that I really like, but I really like Jane Austen. I love her movies. I have some things I want to share with you. We're going to play bingo, just something fun to do. And I'm going to show you some other things that I have. I have my little candle burning because I always think it's nice to have a candle. This is my craft room, as you can see. I'm going to show you this doll. This is a Jane Austen doll. Just a little figurine. Now, she does come with a little book, and I don't know what happened to the little book. I'm thinking it's in my china cabinet where she was. It must have fell out of her hand, but she is so adorable. I got this in 2015. No. It was 2015 when I got this. And I think she's just so adorable. So cute. I love a little hat. I got this in St. Augustine, one of my favorite places to go in Florida. And I like to go to a place there where they have the old schoolhouse, if any of you have been there. And they sold this in the old schoolhouse. And I just thought it was so pretty. So I like that. I like her little pink jacket and her white dress. And it just reminds me of her movies, because if you look at Pride and Prejudice, kind of their outfits are kind of made like this. They look really pretty like this, and I love the Jane Austen costumes in the movies. Her books, it's just so pretty. I wish we can go back and dress like with these really pretty dresses. I just think they're so pretty. So she's going to be right over here. Let's put her right here next to the candle. Let's do that. So she'll be right next to the candle. Now I have this little box that I got for Christmas, and I put my little bingo tags in here, and they all have to do with Jane Austen. So let me open this up. And those are just little tags that I have. Darcy, this one says, I love Mr. Darcy. See him there? So I have these little tags that I found. I found these on Etsy. And I like going on there sometimes. They always have these really cute pictures. Here's another one. That's probably Elizabeth. Anyway, I like these little pictures. They're so adorable. And there was actually, this is a little trivia for you, there was actually an actress that was in Pride and Prejudice. She played Darcy's sister. And no, not Darcy's sister. Darcy's best friend, I think, is Mr. Bingley. She played Mr. Bingley's sister, and she was actually really related to Jane Austen. Jane Austen was one of her ancestors, and she was related to her. And this reminds me of her. I can't remember exactly what her name is. And here's another one that I really like. These are so cute. So I cut these out and I use them for little bingo tags. Now I have to show you this. I've got to show you this book. This is the Jane Austen cookbook. I saw this on another channel and I thought, oh, I have to get that. So I went on, which was it, thriftbooks.com, and I got it there, and I just got it in the mail this week. I wasn't able to open it because I was so busy with other things that were going on in my family, but I opened it today. Oh, and I'm so excited. It is a beautiful book. It's the Jane Austen cookbook. Excuse the ring light. The Jane Austen cookbook, and it's by Maggie Black and Deirdre LaFay. Isn't that a cute book? I had to get it when I saw it. I thought this was just an awesome book, and I love the pictures. Definitely, there goes that style again I was telling you about. See the long dress with the bonnet? So pretty. And they have recipes in here and like stories. It's just so cool. Family favorites. Here they got Swiss soup, March curry soup, just different recipes that I can make, that I can at least try. Gravy and glazed vegetable pie. So this is an amazing book, a Jane Austen cookbook. When I saw it, I just had to get it because I've never seen a Jane Austen cookbook. And I was so surprised that they have it. Now, some of their books are slightly used. They are used, thriftbook.com. Some of them are new. If you're going to buy a brand new one, you're going to pay more. If you buy a slightly used one or a good one, you pay a lot less. But, like this has like a sticker right there. And then there might be a page inside that might be bent or something. But I don't care about that. So I got that. So I am just so happy about that. Then I got to show you this one. This is the Jane Austen Classic Coloring Book. I've had this for a long time. I think they got this at Ollie's. I'll show you the inside. They got, it's one of those books, like, I don't want to color, but I did like 1 or 2 pictures. I'll show you one that came out okay. It's just so beautiful. And I know I should color them more, but I just don't want to color them because I'm like, I don't really want to color them. That ribbon, so pretty. I would have loved to wear those kind of dresses. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Here's a bonnet that I colored, and I use like neutral colors for the bonnet. And it says, next week I shall begin my operations on my hat, on which my principal hopes of happiness depends. Jane Austen. Letter from October 27, 1798. So that was something she probably wrote in her diary. I just love it. So beautiful. Pictures of perfection, as you know, make me sick and wicked. Jane Austen, letter from March 14, 1817. So they took a bunch of her quotes that she had in books, and they put them. I will be calm. I will be a mistress of myself. She never got married. She fell in love at one time. She did. She had fallen in love. And then I think the gentleman did not marry her because she didn't have a lot of riches at first. She was not rich. Here's this one that I was looking for. It was right in the front of the book. I haven't even finished it yet. So this was one that I colored, and I thought it was so pretty. Elizabeth walks to Netherfield. And this is from the movie Pride and Prejudice. Elizabeth is one of my favorite characters in that movie. I just really love it. A lady without a family was the very best preserver of furniture in the world. So, just so cute. So, yep, I like this, and I've had this for a long time. You can tell it's worn out. Just hardly ever color in it, but I need to because I think it'll be fun. Now, I got to show you this too. I got this a long time ago, and I think this was at Michael's. I got it. It was a while back, and everything was like 50% off. The Dear Jane stack. This is Jane Austen, but they call it the Dear Jane stack. They have the most beautiful papers in here for art that I absolutely love. Look at this beautiful paper. I still haven't used it, ladies. And this is what I was talking about one time in one of my other videos. Sometimes we have all this beautiful stuff we have at home, and we don't use it because we're afraid to. Because what if I use it? Look at that really pretty page right there. Isn't that gorgeous? I wanted to pull these out because I wanted to show you, because it's just so much fun. It reminds me of the wallpaper. This got like little green teapots or something, and it reminds me of the wallpaper from back then. It's just so beautiful. Look at this one. I love art paper. I have a few other like packets like this of art paper. Here's this one that I think it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. It's absolutely beautiful. So this is one of my favorite packets. I think I've used, like, this paper is the one I used out of here a while back that I thought was so beautiful. Oh, look at this one. And these are nice because you can cut these out and you can make really pretty calling cards. I've made calling cards before, and one day I'll make a video and I'll show you how I make calling cards. Because back in those days when they visited someone's house, they would drop off a calling card if the person wasn't there. They would leave a calling card, kind of like a business card. And I just think that is so beautiful. It is so precious. And there goes Darcy. Everybody loved Darcy, right? The romantic Darcy. And look, I have to show you this one because I think this is so pretty. Look how beautiful that is. Absolutely beautiful. So this is one of my favorite packets of paper. And another reason I don't use it, why? You want me to tell you why? Just because it's so beautiful, but I need to get to using it. Maybe make some nice cards and send them out to some of my subscribers because I think they're absolutely beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Austen's plots often explore the dependence of women on marriage in the pursuit of favorable social standing and economic security. She was born December 16, 1775. She died July 18, 1817 in Winchester, United Kingdom. She was born in Steventon, United Kingdom. And she moved around a lot. She moved around to so many different places. Let's move this over now. She moved around to so many different places. And she went through a lot. She wanted to be in love. She wanted to be married. But sometimes, because of her social standing, because she wasn't very rich to start off, you know, men would, at that time it was very important if you met someone that they had a lot of money, depending what class you were from. And that's what her movies focus on. They focus on the class of the rich and the poor, or the rich and the middle class, or the lower class. Now, these are some of those pictures that I cut out that I like. And I cut these out. These are tiny pictures of Jane Austen and just different quotes that she said. And I like cutting these out. And you can use these. You can find these on Etsy. And you can use them to make cards, calling cards, and different things. Then right here is, which Jane Austen woman do you resemble? So which one do you resemble? Do you resemble her? She was on Sense and Sensibility. Do you resemble Elizabeth? Or what was her name? Oh, I forgot her name. Let me see. I think I have in the back. Here we go. Emma. Right. That was Emma. And I liked this one. If you haven't watched Emma, you should watch it. I liked it because she was busy matchmaking everyone, but then she ends up falling in love. I love Emma too. You got to watch Emma. Emma is just great. Okay. So which one do you think you're like? Are you wise like Eleanor? This is Eleanor. Are you wise or brave like Elizabeth? Are you strong like Fanny? Are you sweet like Catherine? Are you caring like Anne? Confident like Emma? They're all different movies. So which one do you think you're more like? Play Jane Austen bingo. And I'm going to read these and see how many I can remember. And you try to remember and see how many you can remember. And you can always write the answers in the comment. Let me know if you got bingo too. Let me know how many out of all of them you got correct. So let's start. The ball party scene? Yes, that was Pride and Prejudice. Servants covering or uncovering furniture. I do not remember that. I do not remember that in one of the movies. I'm trying to think. I don't remember that. It might be in Sense and Sensibility because they did move. They lost their house when the father died, but I don't remember seeing servants covering up the furniture. So I'm going to leave that blank. Period costumes, of course. I'll put that there because there's always period costumes in all their movies. Okay, character gazing into the fire. I don't remember that. I don't know what movie that is. Do you remember what movie? If you know the answer to that, can you write it in the comments? Because I don't remember. Letter read out loud on voiceover, Pride and Prejudice. I do remember that. Okay, so I didn't get bingo yet. Okay, let's go to the next one. Longing glances, of course. That is definitely Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice when Darcy and Elizabeth, they were in the room and his sister was playing the piano, and Elizabeth was just gazing into Darcy's eyes, and he was gazing into her eyes. Yes, I remember that. The wedding, yep, I remember that in all the movies. A die-hard gossip. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Who doesn't remember the die-hard gossip? There's always a gossiper in all her movies and her novels. Someone's always gossiping. Let's see what that little tag says. It says, "For what do we live but to make sport for our neighbors and laugh at them in our turn?" Okay, the next one. Man brooding at the window. I would say that's probably Mr. Collins from Pride and Prejudice. Mr. Collins was the really quirky man that was just, he was just weird, and he asked Elizabeth to marry him, and she was like, "No, I don't want to marry you." So I remember in one scene, him looking at the window. A dog, I don't remember the dogs. Maybe in Emma, they had a dog, but I don't remember a dog in Pride and Prejudice or Sense and Sensibility, which are my two favorite. I don't remember dog, but there could have been one, but I'm going to leave it blank. A gentle tipping of touching his hat. That would be Darcy or some of the men. They, in Pride and Prejudice, I know the soldiers would tip their hats. Bath, the city, or a tub. Is Bath a city or a tub? Bath is a city in England. I've actually been there, so that is a city. So I'm going to put that there. Servant dressing a character. Servant dressing a character. Let me see. I don't remember that because in Pride and Prejudice, the girls, they all live with their parents and they dress themselves. I don't remember a maid dressing them. I could be wrong, but I don't remember that. And then a carriage, yes. All the movies usually have a carriage that they ride in on. Servants listening at the door. I don't remember that. Women out in nature. Yes, I remember that. Elizabeth, always walking in nature. Or clergymen. Of course, I remember that. That is Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins. So I'll put that there. Heroine snooty competition. Oh, definitely. Usually there's always a snooty competition. Stately homes. Yes, I remember that in all the movies. They usually have a stately home. Okay. This one is so cool because it's Mr. Darcy. Okay, let's see. I don't see bingo yet. A character playing the piano. Yes, that is definitely in usually all the movies. Somebody plays the piano because back then that was their form of entertainment. They didn't have social media and TV and all that, which probably was a good thing. They just went on ahead and they played music and they wrote and they invented things. Sisters, definitely both movies. Emotional outbursts, definitely. And Sense and Sensibility in both movies. Especially from the mom in Pride and Prejudice. She was always emotional. Sweeping scenery. Sweeping scenery. Trying to think. Yes, that was in Sense and Sensibility when they were cleaning. And then hero and heroine dancing. Definitely, I got bingo. I got bingo. I got bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo at the bottom here. Yeah, so I didn't get some of these because I can't remember those parts in the movies. So, but I can remember these, the dancing. There was always dancing. Always somebody had on a nice dress really elegant. That's just so much fun. So this is something fun to do also if you're having a tea party with friends or just having a cookout or something and you want to do something fun. Now, of course, do it with ladies that like these kind of books because I don't know if they'll have a lot of fun if they've never seen a movie. But bingo's always fun. So cute. I found these. These are really pretty, but I'm going to use these to make cards or calling cards. That's what I'm going to use these for. And this is just so much fun. Isn't that beautiful? I do get these from SD. That's where I get them from. And it's absolutely beautiful. And I am going to use these. Once I use them and I, do something beautiful with them, I will show you. And then these here are tags that are so beautiful. And you can just cut these out and put them on tags. You could put them around jars. You could put them on a teacup if you're having a tea party. There's just so much you could do with these. And they're just absolutely beautiful. Just such a great era. So I used this. I was going to use it for my garden journal. And I'm like, no, I think I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to use this. Maybe for now. I might still use it for my garden journal. But maybe for now, I'll just use this. And then I have these cards here. And like, these are the cards that I'm talking about that you can use to put like little Jane Austen pictures. Just use regular cards, like a deck of cards, and cover it really pretty. And I will do that one day in a video, and I will show you how I do that. I hope you really enjoyed tonight's Jane Austen After Dark. I love it. I think it's great. I have such a great time. I did. And I hope that you enjoy and you played along bingo with me and you can answer some of the questions if you watch Jane Austen. So God bless you, everyone. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. Have a peaceful night's sleep. And share this video with a friend of yours or someone you know. Let them know. And don't forget to give me a like so this video can reach others. You know, there's so much stuff out there, and sometimes there's not a lot of good, and people just want to watch something that's different and fun. So God bless everyone, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.